Hey Village, this is going to be a short tutorial on white privilege and entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur or mompreneur, as I like to refer to myself, I have been binge listening to women in business podcasts, reading all sorts of articles and blogs, and even books on the topic. And you know what stands out from all of the content across the board? White women were given a chance to fail or pursued career or business opportunities well outside their level of expertise, education, or experience. However, they applied and were given the opportunity to work for a huge firm or company, which then gave them the credibility when they went about establishing their own businesses and brands. Conversely, women of color, time and time again, have had to bootstrap their business ideas or do crowdfunding. And this is because as women of color in business, we simply do not have the same access to investors as white women do. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. Research on inequalities in venture capitalism funding has been well documented. Here are the most recent stats. According to Crunchbase, companies founded by women are awarded just 2% of the billions of venture capital that flow through the American economy each year. Black founders get a measly 1.2%, meaning that Black women earn just 0.34% of investment capital. These are the facts. And I want to be very clear that this isn't a dig at all white women. I understand and recognize that many white women are happy to be allies with women of color so that we can reach our business goals. But what I want people to understand is that white privilege plays a huge role in the landscape as it pertains to the success of Black businesses, especially those funded or founded by Black women. This is why I was particularly annoyed when I heard about the most recent decision handed down by our government. What I am going to share now is from the CNN article, Federal Appeals Court Blocks Fearless Fund from Issuing Grants to Only Black Women. This article was written by Nikhil Terry Ellis on CNN, and it was published on June 3rd, 2024. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit has blocked Black-owned venture capitalist firm from awarding grants exclusively to Black women entrepreneurs. In an opinion released Monday, the judges ruled against the Fearless Fund's Strivers Grant contest, and it is substantially likely to violate the provisions of Title 42 of the U.S. Code, which ensures equal rights under the law and prohibits the use of race when awarding and enforcing contracts. In the ruling, the appellate court ordered a federal court in Georgia to enter a preliminary injunction blocking the fund from closing its grant application process while the case continues to be litigated. It also states that the fund's program is unlikely to be protected by the First Amendment. The court's decision marks a victory for the anti-affirmative action legal strategist Edward Bloom, who filed a lawsuit last August against the fund on behalf of his group, American Alliance for Equal Rights. AAER attorneys have argued that their members, who were unnamed in the lawsuit, were excluded from the grant program because they were not Black, and they then faced additional harm from the illegal act of racial discrimination, CNN previously reported. Bloom, the legal strategist behind the Supreme Court case that dismantled affirmative action in college admissions last year, said in a statement, that he was grateful for the court's ruling. Our nation's civil rights laws do not permit racial distinctions because some groups are overrepresented in various endeavors, while others are underrepresented, Bloom said. Programs that exclude certain individuals because of their race, such as the ones like Fearless Fund have designed and implemented, are unjust and polarizing. Significant minorities of Americans believe that an individual's race should not be a factor in our nation's public policies. Arian Simone, CEO and founding partner of Fearless Fund and founder of the Fearless Foundation, said in a statement to CNN Monday that the court's ruling was devastating. I am shattered for every girl of color who has a dream but will grow up in a nation determined not to give her a shot to live it, Simone said. On their behalf, we will turn the pain into purpose and fight with all of our might. Simone said the ruling sends a message that diversity in corporate America and education should not exist. America is supposed to be a nation where one has the freedom to achieve, the freedom to earn, and the freedom to prosper, she said. Yet, when we have attempted to level the playing field for underrepresented groups, our freedoms were stifled. 11th Circuit Judge Robin Rosebon issued a dissenting opinion in the case, arguing that Bloom's lawsuit is the equivalent of an athlete flopping on the field to draw a foul. As American Alliance has portrayed its members' alleged injuries, it has shown nothing more than flopping on the field, he wrote in an opinion piece. Although 3 of American Alliance's members may have paid lip service to the idea that they are ready and able to participate in fearless contests, their declarations have shown, in contrast, that none are actually genuine in their interest in participating. In September 2023, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals in Atlanta granted the AAER's motion for an injunction, which halted the program for the duration of the AAER's lawsuit. The Fearless Fund later challenged that ruling, and its attorneys presented oral arguments to the appeals court in January. The legal battle over the venture capitalist firm grant program comes amid a string of attacks against diversity, equality, and inclusion, also known as DEI programs, in corporate America's schools and higher education in recent months. Bloom and other conservative strategists have filed lawsuits against organizations challenging their race-biased programs. In March, the Smithsonian National Museum of the American Latina settled a lawsuit with the AAER that required the museum to open its Latina-focused internship program to students of all races and ethnicities. Black business leaders say they fear these efforts to dismantle DEI programs stand to undo decades of progress toward leveling the playing field for Black and brown people. Now, what are some ways to mitigate the current atmosphere and attitude towards Black women who are seeking to build businesses? I have 3 tips. Tip number 1. Join a professional business organization. In my case, I joined the Entrepreneurship League, the purpose being to have the opportunity to benefit from the organization's network of seasoned female entrepreneurs, business intensives, and tutorials, mentorship opportunities, and so much more. What I have found is that in this organization, all of the women are dedicated to not only building their businesses, but they have chosen to be intentional about opening the door to other women who otherwise wouldn't have access to what they already have access to as either white women or women that have been afforded other opportunities in their career. So this does not equal or even out the playfield, but it does make the climb to establishing a successful business as a woman less steep. Tip number 2, network, network, network. In cities like New York and everywhere really, little emphasis is put on what you know and your experience, and a much heavier weight is put on who you know and, more importantly, who knows you back. This can be the difference in getting the opportunity to pitch your business plan or not, which is huge. Thirdly, don't give up. Continue to do the steps toward establishing your brand or company so that when you're met with an opportunity, you can meet that opportunity with preparation. What I mean by this is do what you can do. Get your business domain, yourbusiness.com. Choose a business platform to build your brand or business. There's many out there, but I have chosen to pick FG Funnels because it is a female-owned and operated online platform that enables you as the business owner to do scheduling, write and send out newsletters, create online courses, and much more. I have decided that if I can't find the services I need offered by a Black-owned businesses, then I will do my best to patronize female-owned businesses. For me, it is imperative to the goals of my company to support Black businesses whenever possible. You might be thinking, okay, so what exactly is your business and where are you in the process of establishing it? Great questions, and I have answers. First of all, my business is called A Village for Us. My mission is to be a safe landing for moms and women in need versus just having government assistance as the only route when things get bad. I am in the process of securing female independent contractors that work in the fields of finance, legal services, mental health and wellness, doulas and lactation consultants, and women's health service providers. Many companies require employees to do pro bono hours in a calendar year. That said, I've made connections with women that have decided that they want to give back to their community. So what this means that if they are unable to offer their services free of charge to the clients of A Village for Us, they are willing to offer their services using a sliding scale rate so that the clients that come to my agency have access to the resources they need to position themselves and their children for success. A Village for Us will be offering financial literacy classes, career coaching, mental health and wellness services with a focus on women's health, cooking and nutrition classes, and the physical location will also double as a co-work space so that the overhead or business operating cost for A Village for Us will be minimized each month. It is my hope that when women come to A Village for Us seeking services after job loss, divorce, or any of the other challenging life circumstances that happen, that they will get the support and tools needed to empower themselves as they pivot to their next chapter in life. Currently, I've been looking at brick and mortar locations that would fit the needs of my company, A Village for Us. And I'm happy to announce that I have found a perfect space, which brings us to the fact that I am in the process of fundraising. If you work in any of the areas I've listed above, finance, mental health, career development, legal services, or if you are a doula or lactation consultant, or you are a women's health educator or practitioner, and you're based in the New York or surrounding areas, or you know of someone who might be a good fit for joining my team at A Village for Us, please contact me via email at tasharayworkingmom@gmail.com. Additionally, if you would like to make a tax-deductible donation, or if you would like to learn more and receive my angel investor proposal, also email me at tasharayworkingmom@gmail.com. Thank you for your time and for choosing to support my vision.